What happened to the prettiest, most popular girl after high school? I don't know. I don't care. Screw high school. One of the most popular girls at my school got pregnant during our senior year by the guy she'd been dating since the 7th grade. Against all odds, she is on her way to becoming a teacher with a 3-year-old daughter and is still with her middle school sweetheart. This sounds eerily similar to my life. Except I was in no way popular. Same here, except I didn't get pregnant. I'm a dude. I never dated. I am not a teacher, nor do I have a daughter. I guess what I'm saying is I, too, finished 7th grade. Proud of you, man. In a shocking turn of events, our popular girl was actually quite nice. I think she runs a bakery now. Our popular girl was also pretty nice in retrospect. She became a model. In my experience, all the popular kids middle school were all a-holes, and the ones in high school were really friendly and social with everyone. Of course, the high school ones live pretty decent lives, and the middle school ones that I still know of are at rock bottom. I think it's the homes they came from. The popular kids in middle school were cool because they were rebellious, drank, smoked weed, cigarettes, etc. The cool kids in high school were usually preppy and came from more well-off families. She was voted best looking, and married the guy who was voted best looking. That was 34 years ago, still married, still good looking, and all around good people. Isn't that just infuriating and inspiring at the same time? Like, good for them and the world. Go make more attractive good people. But fuck them. She's still trying to get over her ex-boyfriend that was 5 years older than her. She's broke, obtained her associates, and now trying to get into a university's nursing program. Luckily, she has an ugly, wealthy boyfriend that can support her while she pursues her education. Source: I'm the ugly, wealthy boyfriend. Dat plot twist. She, eventually, married Robin Williams. Hi Sue, love you and hope you're doing well. Oh man, that's tough. She looked super nice loving in all the pictures of them together. It still hits me a bit about Robin Williams. He was one of those actors comedians you see a picture of and you have to smile. How could anyone not love him? She and her boyfriend are being charged with the murder of an elderly man. There's currently a warrant out for her arrest, but it's been months and they haven't found her. Our popular girl was co-head cheerleader, homecoming queen, and an honor student, in the top 25 out of a graduating class of about 400. She is now a physician. Some people just have it all. In all honesty, she was a really great person back then, and I have every reason to believe she still is. Became a professional model and married an Italian businessman. Typical. According to the rest of the comments in this thread, it's not typical. We had sort of a group of popular girls, and they were all pretty nice, smart people. One works for Snapchat, another works for an international NGO and is pretty much constantly traveling to developing countries. One's a music teacher, and another one is going to medical school. For a while I had that whole, ugh, everyone in my school is so dumb and shallow and I'm real and cool attitude that I think some people tend to get when they're insecure and already really different, and need to cope with it in one way or another. But at my 5-year reunion I went to on a whim. I realized that so many people I wrote off in high school because they were popular, and I wasn't, were really interesting, nice people. Congratulations on growing up to be an insightful, pleasant, and humble person. Incidentally, this is basically my issue with every media portrayal of high school. That popular and or attractive people are immediately horrible and shallow by default, and the protagonist is wonderful for no reason other than they are real, or themselves. Well, she's Emily Ratajkowski, so I guess she's doing pretty well. Edit: to the people asking me what she's like, I honestly have no idea. Even then she was very popular, and I'm sure everybody in the school knew who she was. In contrast, I was super nerdy and introverted. I remember that she was very pretty, and she seemed pretty friendly the 1 or 2 times I said hi to her, but that's the extent of our interaction. Nice. Were you guys friends? Haha, not even close. I'm almost positive she was completely unaware of my existence. I'm not the kind of guy who gets invited to parties. This is going to sound like the most anticlimactic humble brag ever, but the most popular girl in my high school was me. I was the cheer captain, homecoming and prom queen, voted friendliest, best dressed, and most likely to become a supermodel in the school. I graduated, went to college for a year, and dropped out due to mental health issues, depression, and anxiety. I now work in sales and marketing at a cable company. I live with my boyfriend, and that's about it. I'm pretty happy, I guess. I quit wearing makeup or doing my hair fancy every day and deleted all social media. She's still super hot. I saw her at the grocery store last week and she's like 8 months pregnant. Hottest pregnant chick I've ever seen. Lucky guy whoever he is. I wouldn't have pulled out either. Right, because if you have a kid with her she has to stay with you forever. Living with the most popular guy and they have 2 kids. Nice people, bit stupid but nice. That's all I want to be. Stupid and nice. You are halfway there, now you just need to start helping others. She met a nice guy and had a kid. They got engaged and then he was shot over a false connection. Tragic, really. Explain false connection? Someone thought he was connected to someone else who was a drug dealer or something and killed him. I saw her at a Steak and Shake a couple years ago. Took me a few minutes to figure out who she was because she looked so familiar. She had gotten super fat, almost beyond recognition, and was yelling at a bunch of kids who turned out to be her own. It was satisfying. She was, and apparently still is, a huge bitch. Some might say she grew into a bigger bitch. She's working at American National. She was a total bitch in school, but she's been really nice every time I've seen her since. Funny how it works out like that sometimes. There was a guy a year above me who was almost a comically stereotypical a-hole jock in high school. I ended up at the same college as him, and we kind of randomly were in the same extended group of friends. He turned into a pretty good guy and we ended up pretty good friends by the time we graduated. She came out as a lesbian, married her partner, and they had a baby last year, I assume artificial insemination. She was always not only beautiful and athletic, but super sweet and friendly, even to a big nerd like me. Deserves all good things that come her way. Last I saw, she was panhandling on the street. She was popular in high school, made the front page of the town paper for graduation, super smart in university. During college, she developed schizophrenia. She was in and out of the psych ward a lot. Heard from my mom, who knew her mom, she was an absolute terror all of a sudden, wasn't responding to medication well, and was turning to drugs. She got married to a dude that's actually pretty average looking, but tall as fuck. I'm pretty sure he's at least 205 centimeters. She immediately had a baby and started doing what she did in high school, photography and being pretty and personable to get exclusive access to events that people want photographed, backstage at concerts, foodie events, festivals, political stuff, etc. She's usually a nice girl. I won't lie and tell you that she was nicer than average, because she wasn't. She was just way prettier than average, won statewide beauty pageants a couple of times, and fairly smart, so she successfully leveraged her good looks to get exactly what she wanted in life. Which is a cute kid, a husband that makes money and worships her, and a fat paycheck for maybe 15 hours of work a week. If she was stupid or meaner, she wouldn't have been half as successful. She also still looks exactly like she did in high school, just with better makeup, which helps. The rest of us just got older and fatter. We're friends if it matters. She had a lot of issues in high school, lots of family baggage. I think that's why she wanted to create a picture-perfect happy ending for herself so badly. I wasn't exactly a slouch myself in the popularity department in high school, so we ran in the same circles. She went to a party and was slipped a roofie and was raped. She knew who raped her and reported him. She got pregnant from the rape and chose to keep the child. A little while later, while still pregnant, she was walking home from school. This was early on in the pregnancy, about 2-3 months in, and a group of 4 to 5 girls, who were considered her friends, jumped her and started kicking her in the stomach, trying to get her to miscarriage. She ended up dropping out of high school, had her kid, and became a stripper. I went to the same school with her since we were 5. She was such a nice, smart girl whose life just took a turn. Her name is Robert now. That is all. She was a ballerina who posted selfies to FB all the time. They stopped suddenly about a month ago. Now I'm seeing a bunch of RIP posts to her wall. I'm guessing not great. Did some modeling, got fake boobs, Worked on a mine site for several years driving heavy machinery and pulling in the big bucks. Got featured on a reality TV show about FIFO, fly in fly out, miners. A few news articles picked up her story with her modeling past. Eventually got a small feature on the Playboy website. Most recently was on another reality show, this time a dating show where she was quite successful. You mean Where Did I Hide the Body or? I'm confused. I think most of this was covered in the papers. I attended my high school 30-year reunion, mainly to show off my beautiful wife. In high school I was the absolute loser with girls. In particular there was this one gorgeous cheerleader whose legs would make a guy salivate. She openly ridiculed me, once I think due to the color of my socks. We had way too many classes together. Anyway, at this 30-year reunion, this former cheerleader sits down next to me and starts talking to me like I am a long-lost friend. I play along, but damn, time has not been kind to this woman. If I were single I would not be interested at all. Moral of the story: some people peak in high school. You do not want to be one of those people. Not 6 months after graduation, she was convicted for collaborating her boyfriend's armed robbery of the local Burger King where she worked. Do you have a similar story? Leave a comment and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this one.